you can actually make a podcast to learn from up to 50 different sources. One example I like, as I kind of mentioned earlier, is for earnings reports. Earnings reports is a great example where you don't want to listen necessarily to the entire earnings report, but maybe you want to get like a summary of how your favorite company's doing. You can upload the earnings report, either the transcript or just the entire report as a PDF here. And then on the bottom, if you click on Notebook Guide, let me make sure you can actually see that here. So just click on Notebook Guide, and here you can see generate a podcast. So we're going to get into some more interesting ideas on how to do this. Just to start, you can click on generate. And for something small like this, like just 3 PDFs that they're not small PDFs, but they're all on a pretty similar topic. Usually it's about a 10 to 12 minute podcast. Shorter subjects might be like a 3 or 4 minute podcast. And if you add a lot of information, you can get a significantly longer podcast on here. Or what I like to do is make multiple podcasts. You can ask different questions. You can just play a sample right now and you'll see kind of the setup. It's a bit like just 2 voices. They sound pretty natural, and the AI does a good job of making it like genuinely sound like people talking. Like there's a lot of pauses. Sometimes, much like any other podcast, there is kind of some filler talk in there, so it's not perfect. But if you're driving, it's a great way to summarize contents from a huge library of content that you're trying to digest that would normally be readable or just take you a lot of time. So I like to do this for my commute typically. Just a cool way to learn, but let's give it a listen and see what this one sounds like.
All right, let's take a look at this research you sent about timberland and farmland investments. It looks like you're trying to decide if these alternative asset classes are right for your portfolio.
Okay, so first 10 seconds sounds like a podcast. Let's jump a little bit later into it, maybe like 8:30. We'll go to like 8:30 and see what that sounds like.
The difference is the income potential.
Okay.
Farmland can generate more consistent income than timberland through things like lease payments.
All right, so he's comparing it to farmland, things that I would genuinely be interested to know about, and it's just going to pick up more information and hopefully take time that you'd otherwise just be wasting while you're driving, listening to music, and you could, choose exactly what you want to learn. If we click on the drop down here, we can also change the playback speed. You can download it. So if you wanted to have a bunch and string them together, or maybe you wanted to, upload them to YouTube or Spotify or whatever, obviously look into like the terms for whatever platform you're doing if it's allowing AI generated content, but it's something that I think is really quite interesting you could do here.